What's going on, everyone? We're back with another video. For today, or last week sometime, I uploaded a video where I basically put the the best youngest players in the NBA, against the best oldest players in the NBA. I think I went with like an age range of 23 or 24 to like 31 or 32, something like that, or maybe 30. I don't know. We did that, and I said in that video that I would then also be uploading videos this week, or basically my next videos would be doing rebuilds with the youngest players, and then rebuild with the oldest players, and then after that we'll bring those teams together, because obviously in the last video it was basically the best young players. Obviously that's not a realistic rebuild. I probably wouldn't be able to trade for all of those players that I had. But we are going to go kind of one step further. Not really. It's good. It ends up coming out to the same thing. But basically, I looked up the youngest NBA teams to win NBA championships. They did this weird thing. I don't really know what they did. The sum of the age times minutes divided by the sum of the minutes. And I guess there's a weighted age. And this is people to win an NBA championship, because that is the goal. So yeah, and the youngest weighted age team to win an NBA championship was the 76-77 Portland Trailblazers, 24.199. So we're looking at an average age of basically 24. Obviously we aren't gonna do this whole age times minutes divided by minutes thing. I'm just gonna try and get an average age below 24.2 essentially, and hopefully we'll be able to do it. I think we can. I think there's enough good players who are 20, 21, 22, 23, where we might also be able to throw in maybe like a 26-year-old, maybe even a 27-year-old. We'll see. I think we can do it. But yeah, that's basically that. Golden State Warriors, actually probably the most modern team by about 30-40 years. We're 26 when they won in 14-15. Yeah, that was a really young team. Clay, Steph, and Draymond. That was like, what, 5 years ago? Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And then the next rebuild will be the oldest team, which means we'll have to get a team ages over 32, so that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, not every player has to be under 24. The average age just has to end up being less than this 24.2. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna do a fantasy draft, so I guess we'll just randomly select a team and we'll stop in 3, 2, 1. We got the Hawks. Okay, they are a young team already. Obviously we're not starting with that team. We're doing a fantasy draft first. Hopefully we get a pretty nice draft pick, and we do. Okay, so we might have to go for Anthony Davis, because we can obviously have players over 24, and getting a 27-year-old it'll be a lot easier to fit him into the team than someone else. Like if we go for Kevin Durant or like Steph Curry, like 32 will be harder to implement into the team than, a 27-year-old Anthony Davis. So I think I'm going to go with Anthony Davis. We will sim to our next selection. I think I might only do, the first couple of rounds. I don't really know how far I'm going to go. We do have Fred VanVleet, who's 26, so he's definitely an option too. CJ McCollum's a little bit too old. Karis LeVert's young. Malcolm Brogdon's young. All these guys are old. I think we go with Fred VanVleet here. Nice young guy. And at the end of the day, we could trade him away if we needed to. After this, I think I'm going to try and go with, one of those rookies that I usually try and do. James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. I think I'm just going to go with Anthony Edwards. I think he'll have the best trade value. Now, I'm going to go LaMelo Ball, because if you move him to a shooting guard... No, James Wiseman. You move him to power forward, his trade value is going to go up a lot. Hopefully, LaMelo Ball is still available. If he is, that would be awesome. And he is. Anthony Edwards was taken. So we're going to do LaMelo Ball also, just for the trade value aspect. And Dennis Schroeder, might go with him. Again, we don't necessarily have to keep these guys. We can trade for younger players, but I want to get, players who can, be on the team. Getting a 34-year-old Goran Dragic, odds are we're not going to be able to keep him on the team. It'll just be really hard to, since we already have Anthony Davis and Fred VanVleet, it'd probably be hard to keep, a Goran Dragic on the team. Next selection, Rudy Gay is really old. Otto Porter, not old, but he is making $29 million. But at this point, we might just want to go for trade value. And if there's no real young guys, I mean, Killian Hayes, throw him in. He could be nice. We could always throw one of these guys into the G League till the trade deadline. And then maybe they'll already be, 3-4 overalls better. And we could, trade them at the trade deadline. Or we just go highest overall Rudy Gay. I'm gonna take a Killian Hayes. Let's take a Rudy Gay, and then let's just sim the rest of the draft. All right, so we're at 25.9, so basically 26 right now. So we have to go down by 2, which honestly I don't think is that hard because we get rid of Rudy Gay, JJ Redick, Bobby, and Kemp Bazemore, and that alone, if we get them to about the 20-year-olds. I mean, having James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, and Killian Hayes obviously is bringing it down a lot. And I don't think we're going to keep Killian Hayes. At least not, by the end of this video. But let's get rid of these really old guys and see where we are after that. All right, so I actually really like this trade. Getting Devin Booker, 24 years old, that'll help a lot. I don't want Will Barton. I don't want to get rid of Dennis Schroeder for Will Barton, as Will Barton's 29. Dennis Schroeder was 27. That's 2-year difference. So let's get rid of them. Okay, so we actually need to give up more money. That's why they had Dennis Schroeder in there. Let's see if we can throw JJ Redick in there, and then we can get like a Justin Holiday or a Noah Vonleh back. I'm willing to throw in like, oh, that's a really good pick. Let's throw in like a future first. And that actually got the trade done. All right, we're just going to get rid of Bobby. We're going to bring in Zubac, who is, like 9 years younger. Jalen McDaniels and Carson Edwards are the same age. And then we just, Grayson Allen is whatever. I don't really care about him. All right, and we get rid of Kent Bazemore. We bring in Devontae Graham, who's going to be nice. We do have to give up a first-round pick, but that's okay. Jahlil Okafor, I'll probably trade, but I think the ages are definitely under now. Or if I could somehow snag Ben Simmons, that'd be dope. I would have to throw in Fred VanVleet to make the contracts work. I have to throw in someone else too. Noah Vonleh to get the contracts to work. We do have this not super valuable first-round pick anymore. That's okay. We might have to throw in James Wiseman or LaMelo Ball. I think LaMelo Ball is not as needed. 4-star value. Oh my god. We might be able to make that work. For VanVleet, LaMelo Ball. This might be hard to do, actually. Another first-round pick, and we actually get Ben Simmons. Okay. I don't know how I felt about that, but I'd rather have Ben Simmons there. Actually going to make this trade for Mikal Bridges real fast. I mean, just, backup wing that we needed. And I think he's going to be solid. For now, I'm good with making this trade for Dante DiVincenzo, 77 overall. I mean, he's just going to be a backup. I mean, he's a good shooter and can play defense, very athletic, so that's fine. All right, we can actually get this really good first-round pick from the Cavs. So I'm okay doing that. I know we give away Jahlil Okafor and Tyus Jones, but that's a really good first-round pick that could turn into a pretty solid player. All right, I'm going to get OG here, and we're going to get a first-round pick. We're going to move Mikal Bridges. We're going to move him now that we have OG. Right. I don't actually remember who we have. I know, yeah, we had DiVincenzo and we have Mikal Bridges. So I think we're going to move Mikal Bridges now. He's only 6'6", so I wouldn't really like the combination of him and OG playing, small forward and power forward. So we're going to look to move Mikal now. All right, we're going to pick up Rui as our backup power forward. Defensively, this might be an issue, but I'm not sure right now. James Wiseman can go back to being our backup center. or he might end up being our starting center. I don't really know what he's going to end up being once I move him back. But we'll see what happens. 77, Zubac is a 78, so Zubac's probably still going to start, and he is. But our bench, honestly, fairly solid, pretty deep. I mean, our worst guy is DiVincenzo and Wiseman, so can't really complain about that. I might look to move Rui solely because I think I want a little bit better defense. I know we have OG. James Wiseman, I don't really know what his defense is. B+, so that's not bad. And DiVincenzo's a nice perimeter defender. But just with Devontae Graham, I might look to move Rui. I don't know how good. Zubac is B+ also, so that's not bad. But our starting lineup, I mean, we got Ben Simmons and Anthony Davis, but then we have Dennis Schroeder, who's a B-, and Devin Booker is probably a B-, C+. So that's not great. But if I can't move Rui, then this is going to be the team that we go into the season with. All right, so this is the upgrade that I was looking for. Rui Hachimura. We picked up Vernon Carey Jr. in free agency. 2 second-round picks for Brandon Clark and a first. I don't care about the first because I think I'm going to be done now. But Brandon Clark is a year or two older, 24 compared to 22, so that's 2 years older. But I did calculate the age for the team, and we were at 23.31-ish. So going up to years won't affect it that much, but I will recalculate just to double check. But we are going to do that. All right. So the age group, or the average age, is 23.434285 whatever. So which is significantly under. We were going for 24.199. So we are under that by a little bit over half a year. So that is good. Obviously, we could take into account the minutes that everybody's playing, but I'm not going to do that. That's way too much work. So we're just going to say it's good. I know we're 19-4, which is not bad, but this trade came across. I mean, overall, it's a dub on both ends. I mean, 6 overalls versus Tyler Hero and Dante DiVincenzo. James Wiseman, 78-81. I mean, I feel like, let's see, A- defensively versus a B+, so that's not too much of a difference, but offensively, B+, C+, D-. B, D-, F, so offensively, it's kind of an L, Jared Allen versus James Wiseman, but Tyler Hero, AAA, defense is a C, perimeter, so that's obviously worse. But it's Tyler, that's such a significant upgrade. I know defensively at our guards, we're going to be terrible. Oh my god, I gotta accept this. I mean, Tyler Hero? Come on. Alright, I forgot to check when I did it, but the new average age is 23.5, so that trade is all good. It doesn't affect the challenge at all. Alright, so the Raptors have Bam Adebayo, who would obviously be very nice to have. We have Zubac. We're also going to throw them Dwight Howard. We do have to basically take their worst guy. Is Zaire Smith going to be their lowest guy, or Keita Bates-Diop, 1.5 stars? We also got this first-round pick, and we got Bam on the team. Obviously, I'm going to have to recheck that the ages are all good. I know I did make some other trades for some guys, so I have to make sure. Actually, it looks like I got rid of all the old guys. TJ McConnell definitely needs to go, being 29. We're basically going to just replace these guys with super young guys real fast. All right, so the age group right now is 23.77. I totally didn't realize that people's birthdays were going to make them age. So now that I'm recalculating, they're older, but he's still under. They're 23.76, which is under 24.199. Right after we made those trades, we lost 3 games in a row, and then we didn't lose a game after that. We finished 68-14. James Harden MVP. James Wiseman, Rookie of the Year. We had him for a little bit. When did we trade him? Did we trade him to get Jarrett Allen and Tyler Hero, I think. Yeah, a bunch of people. We are Coach of the Year, so we're probably significantly better than everybody. We are looking for Hawks players. We got Anthony Davis and Ben Simmons on the All-NBA second team, which is fantastic. Nobody else. Not even on the All-Defensive first team. They should both be here. Neither of them are on the didn't even make the all-defensive second team when they're two of the best defenders in the league. Anthony Davis, arguably the best defender in the league. But we are the first seed. Obviously, I don't think there was any question this team wasn't going to be the first seed, and we are the first seed by a lot. We're a lot better than every team. Knicks here, we're the second best team with Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Montrezl Harrell, DeAndre Jordan, and an all-right bench, I guess. Point differential, we are significantly better. Portland Trailblazers actually looked really good. James Harden, DeJounte Murray, Gordon Hayward, Laurie. That's actually pretty solid. This is a solid team. Definitely should not compare to us, though. If 2K has us losing, it's cap. Anthony Davis, though, leading score at 23.5. Devin Booker, 21.5. Bam Adebayo, 16. Ben Simmons, 15. And Dennis Schroeder, 15. Wow. Our scoring was really good. Rebounds, Anthony Davis, 11. Bam, almost 10. Jared Allen, 8. Ben Simmons, 6.5. Assists. The playmaking it was actually really good. We had Ben Simmons, Devin Booker, Devontae Graham, and Bam Adebayo all get 5 or more. We also had Dennis Schroeder. What just happened? Holy crap. Dennis Schroeder, Anthony Davis all looked really nice. Had a hero, Brandon Clark. I mean, we had really good playmaking for this team. I always like looking at the shooting percentages real fast. Holy crap. Anthony Davis shot 45% from 3. Holy crap. I mean, about half of our team shot 3s, and everybody almost shot over 40%. Oh my god. We actually had a lot of people who don't shoot 3s, though, which is surprising. Devin Booker, 50, 40, 90 by a lot. This is maybe the best shooting performance ever. Oh my god. That's actually, pretty similar to Steph Curry numbers, I feel like. So I won't say ever, but we got Detroit in the first round. We have Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, Jonathan Isaac. I actually saw this team and thought this team was pretty solid. They don't have good big guys at all. I guess even off the bench, they don't have good big guys. So that's probably their big flaw. Bam should feast on this team. Simulate the round here. And we beat them in 5. We should beat them in 4. But whatever. We beat them by 24 in the closeout. Anthony Davis putting up 20 and 14. Ben Simmons 19. Bam Adebayo 19 and 8. Yeah, everything looking really nice. We got Philly in the second round. We traded them Reggie Jackson, actually. We had him at some point. And we had someone else at one point. I don't know who we got from them. But it was a trade at the trade deadline. But they have Steph Curry and Tobias Harris, Gallinari. I don't see why we lose to this team, though. Simulate the round. And we beat them in 5 also. Beat them by 40 in the closeout. They didn't have a chance. Devin Booker 29. Anthony Davis 29 and 13. Hero 20. Bam 12. On only 7 shots. I mean, this team's ridiculous. And now we have this Knicks team. I mean, I want to look at the side-by-side. I mean, we're better than them at every position. We shouldn't lose. We really shouldn't lose. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't cap us here. Simulate round. Oh my god, and we beat them in 7. Holy crap, that gave me a heart attack. But we beat them by 38 in the closeout. I mean, again, this should not have been a contest at all. Should not have gone 7 games. But Devin Booker drops 27, 6, and 5 in the closeout. Anthony Davis 21 and 9. Paul George dropped 28 and 5 in the closeout on us. So he actually had a pretty solid game. But he should honestly drop like 6 overalls for the playoffs. Now we have this Trailblazers team that was actually pretty solid. If we look at the side-by-side, they're still only better at one position, but that's still James Harden. Or actually, DeJounte Murray is higher too. So they beat us at 2 positions, but we're significantly better at the other 3 positions. So I don't see why we lose. We will simulate game by game just in case. They do take game 1. We take game 2 though. We take game 3. Come on, go up 3-1 so we don't have to deal with this. We're up 3-1. We should close out here. And we beat them in 5 games. Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. 21, almost 9 and 3. 1 steal, 2 blocks. Shot pretty efficiently, not from 3. But, you love to see it. 33, 9, and 4. And 4 blocks in the closeout. Shot pretty efficiently, too. Not from 3. But Devin Booker, 23, 8. I mean, you couldn't stop this team. You couldn't stop this team. We shot 63% as a team. They shot 49%. They had 94 shots. We only had 76. Holy crap. We got a lot of free throws. That looks like that's what sealed the deal for us. I mean, we actually had them after the first. Beat it by 21 in the first. Oh my gosh. But yeah, there you guys go. That was I mean, what it essentially was the youngest team rebuild. It turned into basically the youngest team to ever win a championship rebuild. Not just, trying to get under 24. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow or in 2 days, whenever I can, we'll get the next rebuild in, which will be the oldest team ever to win an NBA championship, which will be looking to get an average age over 32.1, essentially. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, look out for those new videos. Peace.